Hi Madison, it's Fancy, and I see that you have got more of the chromatic grays in your composition than the previous iteration. That's great. Your pathways are gradating. They're very subtle gradations, and that's fine. It looks like you're gradating from one perceptual opposite to the middle of the scale. So from purple to the middle grays, and from green to the middle grays, and that's fine. Now, what it looks like now are these pathways on a background of chromatic grays. So you need to make sure that all of this is part all of the background, or sorry, every bit of the composition is part of a visual pathway. So for example, if this is a visual pathway, it breaks off here. There's room for another pathway, in here. So I would make these into pathways. Um, you don't want this to be a ground with some pathways on top of it. I can see that you look like you structured the background. I think it's pretty darn orderly. So now there are pathways on this background that it looks like concentric squares. Um, so once you had all these pathways worked out, then you would go back in and kind of have the pathways go in and out of focus by breaking up the boundaries with chromatic grays, just like you've broken up this boundary. We don't see this continue all the way to the picture plane. You've broken it up with chromatic gray, but we understand that movement. Same with this one. We follow this pathway around, it goes underneath this one, and then it kind of melts into the background. Same here, here. So you need to do that everywhere. And so most of your composition would look like something like this. Most of your pathways would be melting into the background except where they kind of emerge at strategic points to create visual interest. So they would kind of emerge and we'd see these small areas of fire, like 3 or 5 areas, not very much. Does that make sense? I hope so. So you're really on the right track, but you still have a little ways to go.